There you go.
If you want to do a handstand push-up, take Berserker.
Let's say I'm at 17% and I want to drop down to 14% body fat.
So that means that you're not overweight because you're 17% body fat. So you're not overweight. So it's not a calories in, calories out thing, right?
It's not.
Not if you're just trying to lose body fat. You're not too heavy if you're only 17%, most likely, right?
Yeah.
So right, if you said I'm 35% body fat, well then we don't need to worry about your macronutrient distribution. We need to figure out how many calories sustain your weight currently, right? So you would weigh yourself one day, you would wake up, go to the bathroom, weigh yourself. Track your calories for a week, 7 days, right? The 8th day, the morning of day 8, you wake up, go to the bathroom, get on the same scale you got on day 1. Add up the calories from the week, divide by 7, now you have an average caloric intake, okay? And then see the difference in your weight. If the weight's the same, then you know that whatever the average caloric intake that week was is maintaining your body weight,
Yeah.
okay? If you gained weight, then you go, well, all right, well, I gained X amount of pounds and X amount of calories equals X amount of pounds, so I need to reduce X amount of calories throughout the entire week. That way you don't drive yourself nuts. Like you had one bad day and you like think your life's over, right? You have like a barbecue on Saturday, fine, so just don't go crazy on Friday. Make sure you cut back a little bit on Friday so that you can be a normal human being at the barbecue on Saturday. That's the way, you know what I mean? That way you don't,
Eat right.
that way your family doesn't hate you because you're standing over in the corner eating out of a plastic bag when they're all eating barbecue and enjoying themselves.
Yep.
You know, so that's how you would go, all right, well, that's the situation. That's a person that is overweight. If you're saying, well, I'm not overweight, but I want to change my body composition. I want a little more muscle, I want a little less body fat, or maybe you have plenty of muscle, you've done your winter bulk and you just want to cut for the summer. Well, then it's a macronutrient distribution issue. It's not a calories in, calories out issue. You know what I mean? Because if you reduce your calories, you're going to take up less space in a room when you walk in there. You're reducing volume, right? But if you're trying to change composition, then you have to manipulate the macro distribution.
Is it as simple as if I'm at 17 and I want to get down to 14, and then I would basically say, hey, all right, each day since I want to cut down to 14, I'm going to basically make everything I eat 10% fat, and then the rest carbs and protein. Is it as simple as that?
That's not at all what I would do. I would do when you're trying to cut body fat, your protein needs to be higher. A lot of people don't think this is true, or they're confused about this. When you're trying to bulk, you want lower protein, higher carbs. Yes, I know. Try to maintain your composure here. What? When you're trying to cut weight, right? Protein goes up. So if I want to cut, I drive my protein way up, and then I drop my carbs down. But then we come to the situation where, well, look, I don't want to get smaller. I just want to lose body fat. Well, so how do I do that, right? So you go, okay, well, I'm gonna increase protein, right? And if every gram of protein equals 4 calories, you knew that already, right? So then carbs were also worth 4 calories per gram. So you're going to reduce it by the equivalent amount of grams of carbs so that we have the same caloric intake. Fats are worth 9 calories per gram, so you have to take that into consideration also. So you can do some quick math. You put it into a little equation, get your pencil and paper out, do a little math, and you can figure out how do I maintain the same caloric intake but with a different macronutrient distribution that's going to get me the body comp results that I want. And so you can't just go, well, I'll up my protein a little bit and I'll reduce my carbs a little bit, because you're probably guessing wrong. So that's why you should do the math and make sure that you're for the increase that you're giving yourself for protein, that you're decreasing the appropriate amount in carbs.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.